Shalom. This is the brother Mayum coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akimer on the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and sincerity. And, so I want to just do a quick video going into a snippet of a video that I seen. Let me see if I can find an article. If not, I'm just going to go off of the video off of YouTube. And Lord's will, this is edifying. But basically, this is the times that we're coming into. Okay, because you have a lot of these nations, especially the nations that have been allies with Babylon the Great, the whore that rideth upon the beast. Okay, the daughter of the Chaldees. Okay, the what's another word? There's so many different words you can use to describe this place that the scriptures use to describe America. Okay, but pursuant to Revelation 17, that those 10 horns, okay, upon that beast that the whore rideth, okay, they're gonna turn on her and they're gonna shoot her with fire. And we're starting to see not even outside of the beast, the people that America has been, so to say, allied with, or they've had trade agreements with, such as China, which is what is going on in this article or in this video here. All right. And basically, let me see if I can play a little bit of this. All right. It's only a 2-minute video, but it's called, let me see. It says grandstanding U.S.-China talks rebukes, China trade rebukes and testy talks. Okay. So the nations are being fed up. And when you listen to this video, okay, you hear these so-called Chinese, which are Moabites according to the scriptures. You hear them reference to America about their human rights, okay, and their lack of disregard about other people's rights, and they reference the slavery of Jacob, man, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They only said the blacks, but really we know who they're talking about. They're talking about the Israelites, okay, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There are also Israelites scattered among the other nations. Okay, but the other nations are starting to wake up to this nonsense. And I'm going to go ahead and let this play, and then I'm going to get a couple precepts. Okay, because we in the times of the prophecy speaking right now. Okay, and that's exactly what we see happening. All right, that Habakkuk chapter 2, those visions. All right, the prophets of old saw, now they're playing out. Okay, and the prophets were back here again, starting with the apostles on down, and we've been telling y'all that these things were going to happen, and now we're at the cusp of World War III. And if you don't believe that World War III, that third woe is coming, hey, I don't know what else to tell you, man. You're just gonna have to catch a nuke, man. All right, but let's play this video, and we're gonna get into some precepts. So that
is a meeting that will shape future relations between the world's two biggest powers, relations that are currently at a low point.
Good afternoon, and welcome.
Normally, opening remarks at events like these are brief and polite, but the US side went on to list their specific concerns.
In Xinjiang, Hong Kong, Taiwan, cyber attacks on the United States, economic coercion toward our allies.
The Chinese response was long and just as frank. The Foreign Minister Wang Yi said you don't welcome guests with sanctions, a reference to the blacklisting of 24 Chinese and Hong Kong officials in the hours before the meeting.
Right, and you see that's one thing about Esau Edom is his matter of fact, let's get it, okay, because Esau is a damn devil, man. He's a cunning hunter, and Jake has to remember that, because the other nations are realizing that now. Okay, but let's get this. Okay, this is Psalms 55 and 21. All right, and I was gonna quote it, but I'd rather just get it. This is Psalms 55 and 21, and it reads, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, right? And so that's what that dude in the video just said. Okay, he said you don't welcome partners, you don't welcome trade partners in with sanctions, man. And at the end of the day, that's all Esau wants to do, man. It's just destroy people. Okay, matter of fact, it says that in Habakkuk 2. Okay, let's get that real quick. Habakkuk 2 and verse 4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And that's why Esau Edom is over there in the Taiwan Strait. Okay, he's over there in the North China Seas, because he can't stay at home, man. It says, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell. And that's ultimately what Esau Edom wants to do. And that's how he does everything, man. He creates a conflict so that he has reason to get up into a country and then establish himself there, man. And that's what Esau Edom is trying to do, because here it is, the Moabites, they think that they're coming up next. And so those elites, okay, with those elites out there, whoever they may be, you know, I don't know the exact names of the Edomite elite families that are running things out there, but nonetheless, they're in competition against the ones over here, the elites out here, and that are running the show over here. Ultimately, there's a big goal behind everything, because this is all charades that they're doing to bring about the image of the beast, was the New World Order. But we know that the Lord is using them to set each other up to ultimately bring their demise, and that's what we see happening. Okay, that's why you see Esau and all these other nations causing all this conflict, but then he wants to blame everybody else but himself. Okay, it says, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay, you see? So this damn devil can't be satisfied, man. Even no matter how many agreements you make with this guy, he's not gonna be satisfied with just that agreement. Even if the contract favors him, he's still not gonna be satisfied, man. He's still gonna want more, because that's just the nature of an Edomite, man. They lost what they really had, which was that birthright. They gave it up themselves, so they're not satisfied with nothing less. So and ultimately, that's the goal of these Edomites, man, is to try to get their birthright back. That's why they're pushing so hard on this mark of the beast, and really they just want the elect to do it. Okay, but if they can get all of it, they're gonna try to get all of Israel, and they already know they got 2/3 in their pocket, man. But see, these other nations ain't playing ball with what the whore is trying to do, America. Okay, because everybody's starting to wake up to this nonsense. All right, let's play a little bit more of this video. Lord's will, your brothers can hear it.
His senior colleague, Politburo member Yang Jiechu, was clearly unhappy.
Well, I think we thought too well of the United States. We thought the US side would follow the necessary diplomatic protocols.
He went on to complain about regime change in the Middle East and the US's own human rights record.
The challenges facing the US in human rights are deep-seated. They did not emerge over the past 4 years. The slaughter of black people, the problem existed for a long time.
See, the human rights issue with America, man, it's always been an issue, because these Edomites that run this place, they don't give a damn about nobody else, man. They don't even give a damn about their own people, let alone anybody else that they feel is underneath them, especially the Israelites. And that's why they mentioned it, man, because look at the way they treat our people, even to this very day. But they talking about other nations and how they deal with their own people. See, these is a hypocritical people, man, these Edomites. Okay, let's continue.
The word slaughter was not translated into English for those in the room by the Chinese delegation's interpreter.
Hold on 1 second, please.
Journalists were about to be ushered out when the Secretary of State made it clear his delegation wanted to speak again.
I just made my first trip, as I noted, to Japan and South Korea. I have to tell you, what I'm hearing is very different from what you described. I'm hearing deep satisfaction that the United States is back, that we're re-engaged with our allies and partners. I'm also hearing deep concern about some of the actions your government is taking.
A confident country is able to look hard at its own shortcomings and constantly seek to improve. And that is the secret sauce of America.
Alaska is a mid...
And see, these devils are nothing but straight up liars, man. All right? They're nothing but straight up liars. Okay, talking about that's the secret butter of America. This place, these people out here don't look at what their shortcomings are and change. These people are the same. They're the same as they were before, man. They're just clothed differently. All right, that's why the scriptures say, though his words are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, man. Because the intentions of these Edomites are always they're never gonna change, man. They're never gonna change. They want to just to destroy you, Jakes, man, and these other nations as well. That's why these other nations are starting to wake up to the nonsense of Babylon the Great. Okay. Let's get the book of Obadiah. Okay, because see, Esau, Edom has been in cahoots with these other nations. Okay, all the way back to what's it called? The book of Psalms 83, man. It tells you about that that they were confederate against the Lord. Okay, and they sought to destroy the people because our people. They knew the other nations understood that when our people called upon the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, that our people would straight up conquer them. So they had to do something about it. Okay, but this is the book of Obadiah. I'll start at verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, power. Concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. You see, the nations, the heathens, greatly despise this place, man. This place known as America, man. Even the citizens here are starting to despise this place because of all the draconian laws that are coming through, which is this place speaking as a dragon, man. Okay, like it says in Revelation 13, it spoke like a dragon. Well, the other nations are starting to fed up. That's why the guy said in the video, you don't try to make partners with somebody and put sanctions on them. That's not how you do things. You see? And that's what the world is starting to wake up to, that America is nothing but a big piece of lies, man. It's just a heap of lies. Okay, continuing on, verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. And remember, this is concerning Edom. Okay, Edom, who is Esau. Okay, it says the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, right? And that's the thing is this place is so proudful. They really think that they're going to be able to deter any attacks upon this place, and it's not, because the sword is going to fail this place, man. Wisdom is no longer found in Teman, so to say. Okay, like the scriptures say, it says, Obadiah verse 3 says, whose habitation that dwellest, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that sitteth in his heart, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right. And what other nation on this earth is saying that? What other nation on the earth thinks that nobody else can bring them down? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, the Edomites, according to red Hebrew Edomites. Okay, spirit is starting off with the whore Babylon the Great, America, man. This is the proudest place on the whole planet Earth. Okay, it says, verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out, and how are his hid things sought up? And who's doing that? Who's searching out the things of Esau? Who's bringing up his hidden things? Who's seeking them? The prophets, because we're revealing who this devil is. And the book of Thessalonians tells you that, man. It tells you that man of sin, that son of perdition, shall be made known. Okay, let's get that real quick. I think that's 1 Thessalonians 5. Nope. 2 Thessalonians 2 and chapter 2. Yep. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, because the Edomites were already in power at that time during the Roman Empire, even with the Greek Empire. All right. It says, only he who now letteth will let, which is the Lord, until he be taken out of the way. And Esau is about to be taken out of the way, because Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, and we're at the end of the world. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1 tells you, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs come to pass, then shalt thou well understand that it is the time wherein the Most High shall begin and visit the world which he made. Roughly paraphrasing, okay? So we living in the end days, man. We living in the end times. But it says, verse 8, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed. And who's the wicked? For Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Esau, Edom, who the Lord has indignation with forever. Okay? It says, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. You see? And the Lord is consuming these Edomites up right now with his word. Okay? Because what? His prophets are out here slowly but surely dismantling this place spiritually, because this is a spiritual warfare, man. We tangle not with flesh and bones, with spirits and powers and principalities in dark places, man. And roughly paraphrasing, but that's what we going up against, man. Not anything else, but these Edomites, man, the elites, really, because not all Edomites are really on a level to where they know what's going on. It's only the high level elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys. Those are the big heavy hitters that we're going up against spiritually, man, because they're making moves to try to hinder this word, and we're making moves to expose them, man, because that's how the Lord does this thing. That's how the Lord is revealing who that wicked is, man, through his prophets, the servants. That's why the scriptures say in Amos 3 and 7, the Lord power surely doeth nothing, but he revealeth the secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. And what is one of those secrets? Who the wicked is. Because up until the prophets came on the scene in these last days, nobody knew who Esau, Edom was. You had people saying that they were done away with, man. But the prophets came through in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to dismantle all those lies and to bring out the truth, which is that light, man. Okay? This is Nahum chapter 3. And I'll just get to the point, verse 4. Nahum 3 and 4 says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. All right, and that's another descriptive word of America, the well-favored harlot. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord power, the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon the face. And again, Amos 3 and 7, the Lord power surely doeth nothing. So who's discovering the skirts? The prophets. Okay? The Lord is doing it through his prophets. Okay? Through the angels revealing things to the prophets to then put it on wax. That's why the Lord set the prophets up as watchmen, for us to watch and see what's happening and bring it out. Okay? It says, I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And this is what we see happening. The other nations are starting to see the nakedness of this place. They starting to see how vile and full of lies this place is. Matter of fact, let's read Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city, another term for America, the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Right. So this place is full of lies and robbery, man. He stole the jewels of the Most High. We're still found in your possession. Okay. You're telling our people that we're not the Israelites. You're saying that those people out there are of the tribe of Judah. Okay. And you're saying that you're the one in power and that it's going to stay like that. That's not true. That's lies, man. But through his deception, this is what Esau, Edom is doing, man. He came to deceive the earth and the people in it. But now the Lord is starting to reveal this devil of it and revealing his deception to the nations, and the people are waking up to it, man. Let's get to the point in this Obadiah. Okay. Obadiah verse 7. We read verse 6, so let's read verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy, going back to that Psalms, what is that, 83? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right. So they laid basically a trap for you, man. They deceived you to making you think that, oh, well, they just, those other nations should always submit to us. So we might as well just go to this place and they'll submit to us. Okay, but these nations have deceived you. They made you think that you were all high and mighty, but behind the closed doors, they've been working on how to overthrow thee, man. And this is what's happening. Okay? That's exactly what is happening here on the planet Earth as we speak. Okay? It says, I mean, that's pretty much the point that I wanted to hit there in Obadiah. Let me get Joel 3. And then we'll close out on this. Let me see. Let me get to the part. All right, let's start at verse 7. Joel 3 and 7, it says, Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. Talking about the Israelites, the prophets. Okay. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people afar off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. You see, because this is what the Lord is doing. He's waking these nations up. Okay? He's waking up the armies. Matter of fact, China is on alert. They can go to war at any second, man. It says, verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And those weak nations that have been weak for so long, well, they've deceived Esau to making them think that they're weak. And now they're saying that they're strong. Now these nations have military capabilities like America. Now they got nuclear missiles. Okay? It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay? And this is what the Lord is doing, man. And these nations are going to want to go to war with America. And they're going to destroy this place. All these nations are going to shoot at her, man. All right? Let me see. Maybe I passed it up above. No. Okay, but this is the time. This is what we're seeing here, man. The nations are starting to wake up to the BS of this place, and they're deceiving them. They're making America think that they're weak, but really they got some. Matter of fact, some of these nations even got a guard onto them, man. All right, the Medes. All right, the modern day Medes, which are the Russians. Okay, but soon enough we're gonna be at World War III, man. And hey, y'all better rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Okay, rejoice and be glad, because the times are short for the elect's sake, and things are going to be moving expeditious like. Okay, expeditious like. That's how things are going to be moving out here, man. Okay. Hey, so with that, I want to go ahead and give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, a great millstone. And much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth and sincerity. With that, I say shalom.